Welcome everybody to the All About StarLadder Major podcast. Day one here in Budapest is done and it was so exciting. It was so exhilarating. The energy I felt in this arena was incredible. I've had a fantastic opening day. For some of our teams, it wasn't so fantastic, and that's what we're going to discuss with all of it. But I've got to introduce a very special guest we have joining us for this episode. It's none other than the legend from the Polish scene since CS 1.6 all the way into Go, never stopping, never giving up, doing everything you can. It's TaZ!
Hey, thank you very much. Nice,
man. Thank you
for being here, guys. Thank you for inviting.
Pleasure to have you.
Now, as always, DevWalk's with us as well to break through this. We're going to look back a little bit at the games. TaZ, you told me you saw the games, right? You were watching from good viewing seats.
I mean, it were very good seats because I was around the crowd. You know, I had some fans of all the teams, and also, you know, took some pictures. So, all in all, really good experience, and I actually loved the stage.
Yeah, this was crazy. You were messaging me, right? We were talking on Twitter DMs, and you were like, okay, stage is looking good, impressive view of it all as well. And for a Thursday, considering people are still at school, people are at work, we had a lot of energy, we had a lot of shouting and cheering, and this makes me really excited for the next couple of days. But, oh, I don't know, it just gives you that chills, the little bit better feeling each time.
I don't know, man. I'm a little bit sad, you know.
Because you're not here? But
no,
you are here,
no,
on the stage?
because Nicola and Ilya didn't make
for
it.
you.
So,
for you?
I mean, you know, for me, it's like when you try to achieve it, like when you're in G2 and you try to achieve this major, try to get this one silverware that he's missing.
I know.
It pains, man.
Tell me this, coming into this before the game happened, did you have the same thought as the majority of people that like Falcons were favored in this because of the history, that you thought like it was going to be a Falcons win?
I will be honest, I messed up my pick'em because I picked Falcons because I went with my heart. But I saw how Spirit were playing in Hong Kong, and they were playing better. You could see that they are bringing the structure up. You could see that they are finally getting to know each other and understanding what they want to do in the game and what's the responsibility of all the players. And I was really scared for today because I saw how Spirit were playing in earlier games, and they were my favorite, but I was hoping for a different outcome.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think, as you mentioned, like in Hong Kong, they looked like they tested a lot more. I think previously we've seen them kind of run the same default, try to go for that short control, strafe out short pretty much every time on T side, does too. And now they have a few different avenues they want to kind of try, and I think it forces people to react in a different way compared to that old style.
I mean,
why you guys are so smart.
For me, it was really good from Spirit today. Like, they were controlling the tempo of the game. They were on Dust 2, on T side, like they didn't give MongolZ too much to do. Yeah. Like, he was there waiting. He was breaking smokes like one time, two times. Like, he was trying to get an impact, but in the end, didn't do much. And maybe I'm wrong, but I didn't see Ilya with up that much on the second map.
Yes, we had this against G2 as well, by the way. So I actually spoke to him just after they played G2, and if you look at the difference, the first map and a half of the 3-map series, he was not open as much. And when I came off and spoke to him when they'd won, he said, I just stopped calling more for helping the team and focused a bit more on myself, picked up the AWP and did what he did best. But I agree with you. I remember maybe a handful of kills with the AWP. I need to go and check the stat to actually know what he was able to do with it, but it felt like he'd gone back a little bit as that pressure was on, and as maybe he was trying to help out too much, and sometimes that can be a problem, especially when you need your star to be delivering like that.
What would you have, if you look back at the game, we have Dust 2, they have an 11-5 lead. They looked a little bit timid, grouped up a little bit too much maybe, and just tried to hit a site without achieving much on the map. Would you have done something differently? I mean, obviously now knowing the outcome, but is there something that you, TaZ, as a coach, finds really important on a map like Dust 2?
Hey, listen, first of all, I would take a time to ask him to get some rounds.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't ask for much because I only asked for 2 rounds.
I mean, and then just follow that
just
call.
Give me 2 rounds, you know? That there's a different kind of pressure. No, but being serious, I think that, like, maybe Dust 2, you asked me about Dust 2, but Nuke, they look a little bit flat. And I think that also happened a little bit on Dust 2. And maybe they had to do some more pressure around the map just to open different avenues. But now it's easy because we watch the game.
Yeah, we
right?
have
And even when we are talking now, like this is not the moment. Like you need to sit down, you need to go through the game, round by round. You need to analyze what was wrong, what was right, because from our perspective, we can be smart.
Yes.
But they had a game plan. That's one thing. They had the analyst made. This is the second thing. And then you also need to hit shots in Counter-Strike, right? So you need to see, okay, which of these stuff failed? Like, did we fail some timings? Did we overpeaked, or maybe we were afraid to play? And they need to sit down. They need to analyze and just come back much stronger, because they need to sit down and just get these things more organized.
And there's one thing you guys were saying, like you see changes in Spirit. One of the things that changed in Hong Kong was actually, Chopper told me, Halley had given him more time to be involved in the game plan and prepare for some of the games, so that he had a better viewpoint of how he wanted to call, you know, not just taking Halley's plan and doing exactly what was said the whole time. And it also seems that right now, they're helping get some of these other players confident, you know. If they've continued with this going forward, Zwei pulled off, because he's had better individual performances on maps, but what he was doing this like you would expect Namiga's way was doing in the past, but in these new positions for it.
But it's also like, we always talk about Falcons and everything is the pressure on Falcons, but to be actually honest, if you look at this game, it's not only Falcons, you know, maybe underperforming a little bit, it's also a lot of individuals on Spirit kind of overperforming and doing a great game, which kind of shut down the early ideas that Falcons had, especially Nuke, like Zwei on inside. You know, it's not a bad game plan to go for those inner pops. It's worked for them in the past, for Falcons to kind of gather enough T rounds. And when you have a player like that just shutting down, that's like you say, in Counter-Strike, sometimes you can have the perfect idea, perfect game plan, perfect execution, but an individual can completely destroy that.
Yeah, and I think that that's what also happened on TaZ on CT. Like you could see that early, like Spirit had a clear game plan. Okay, let's focus on A, Zwei, good luck. And basically he delivered. Even there was a round when they came into B and he killed only one guy. Yeah. He managed to stop them with the spray for long enough to Shiro to get another kill. But then this kill, this is not only because Zwei. This is also like, why do you go so fast? Why didn't we smoke door?
Like rush, right? Because Nico went before the
we
smoke
just got the kill, but they had no idea there's only one guy, right? They wanted to probably use this. I actually don't know. Like I felt like a little bit too fast, you know. And then the kill happened, nade happened, get round over. I thought, okay, you didn't kill enough. They will be able to plant the bomb and be comfortable. Then he just owned, and this ace that he did.
Yeah, to bring.
I think this was one of the best defense 100%. I saw on B, like B does too, in a long time, maybe even ever. I didn't see someone who like could ace that good. No.
I think he did some things really good. Zwei, obviously beautiful ace, but you could be a little bit critical on how they enter the bomb site with one flash, no molo backside, and early in the round.
I think that's easy. Like, you know, when you say like, oh, why you didn't molly the side? But what would you say if he's like backplat, right? Why didn't you molly backplat? Like
I get it, but still, you have a lurk smoke. You're walking past it. The people behind have nothing else to do. They can support with utility.
I think that the biggest problem was that the second guy didn't trade. There was maybe a little bit too much of space, bad spacing between the first two guys. But I mean, the shots were insane, you know. And in the end, I think that we need to also give it to Zwei, and I think this is why we love Counter-Strike, because Counter-Strike is all about the moments. High pressure situations, biggest events, the moments happen, and we remember it.
Yeah, and from a criticized player as well, from the community, analysts, everyone has kind of, you know, maybe looked back and was this a good change? And he's proven here today that it was.
Yeah,
I mean, I was on the same train. Yeah. Like I thought that maybe Zwei is playing too passive, like he's not giving, like he's not going for entries to open for donk to trade. I thought that he's not good enough on anchoring spots. He's not delivering. But these are the events, man. We are waiting for these moments, and also we should be at this point smarter and give players time, because we expect that people will come and like after 1 month, if this guy is a talent, he will be insane. But then, like, Tinier had an interview for you guys, right?
Yep.
He said that, like, it's a new system.
Yep.
New players, new expectations. They cut your plays. They cut the way you play because they want to shape you into their system. And you need to relearn the Counter-Strike. And the same goes when you're like 28, 29, you have a certain role that you are insane at, and you switch. And I think this is also what hits a little bit Falcons.
Yeah.
Also, what we are, like, the thing is, I'm talking about it, they're playing really good.
Yes.
Like,
yeah.
like Ilya is insane. Like,
Yes.
Kyosuke is insane. I could say everyone is insane. But like overall, like the switch that they did with the Nikola playing Lurk now and Kyosuke going for space is the only thing that I think that we maybe don't see, or the community is not seeing, is that the guy who has his all years when he played, that's what Nico was doing.
Yeah.
Taking space, understanding the movement around the map, understanding after one step what is happening around the map, and now they use Kyosuke to do it, right? On some of the maps, if not all the maps. And then it's different kind of information, different kind of a player. He's learning this. So for long term, it's good. But do they have time for it? That's the main question for me.
It's also like what you say, you're not only losing like the kind of reactions Nico have to kind of instinctively take that map control, you're also losing kind of mid-round calling because he's put into a position which is
that's the biggest.
Not relevant. You can't really make those calls from being upper dark holding map control comparably to when you hear the timings of mid rotations. Where is the third player on Dust 2? Is it towards B? Is it towards A? And you can make really quick calls and decisions from those positions. And maybe, I don't know, but maybe Kyosuke is not ready to shoulder that responsibility in this team comparably to a Nico who has all that wealth of experience rounds just because of that in its essence, even if Kyosuke is doing really well with taking this map control and doing the kind of all of that stuff. So it's a big question mark.
It is a big question mark. I want to ask you, TaZ, because you're talking about these players coming up, right, and the expectations we have on it. Obviously, there's players like Donk that came around and MONGOLZ and they hit the ground running, and now everyone's kind of in the mindset of like, oh, this player should do that when he goes. But like, do you think it's almost unfair to hold everyone to that expectations? Like there is this time that's needed?
I mean, I was a streamer back then when MongolZ came in, so I'm not really, up to the point. But I don't think he insta-exploded. I think he was really good, but I don't think he was insane instantly. Like he needed time to also grow as a player, especially language barrier, which happened. So I don't think. I also like when you see look at Donk. He don't need to change the language. And the team is shaped around him. So this is a totally different space. Like they promote him, they shape the team around him. Hali is also supporting him like in his own language. When Ilya arrived into G2, different language. Coach is not speaking his language. So he needs to learn a lot. So I think the same things are happening now with Falcons and Kyosuke step up. I love that he decided to step up internationally because he's very young. So with time, like give him half a year. Like if he's not winning now, he's not winning like 1 year, like how much he can learn. But this is what you need to have in your mindset, right? That we have time and I need to learn and I need to soak up everything. That's what I did when I joined G2 as a coach. I was soaking up all this knowledge from the guys who are actually competing at the tier 1 because I needed it. And I think young guys who are up and coming, they needed it as well.
Yeah. Okay, well, I want to mention one thing as well for everyone who's watching, because we need to make sure that you are typing Corsair in chat to win one of the giveaway items that are up for grabs. You'll have a chance. A winner will be picked in the chat. Make sure you do it on Twitch chat, depending on where you are watching around the world. But I want to start talking about the next game that we had in there, right? The one we just saw, Vitality taking on MongolZ, because MongolZ themselves, and I felt so bad when I had to do the exit interview with them like that, because a lot of community didn't believe in them because Senzu goes out of the team, Controllers comes in. Now, he had a fantastic group stage for sure. We can be very respectful of that, but it's like, there's only so far you might be able to go with that amount of time in there, even if their system's good. But you can see that to them, it's like they just believe even with him, they should be able to go further. They should be able to do better. They beat Vitality the last couple of times they faced off against each other. For me, though, I'm looking at this as like, this is still a huge, respectable performance for a team that's had to gone through a very 7 days notice, we don't have our main player anymore and we're changing things up. A lot of teams would just crumble and break.
Yeah, I mean, you got, like you say, you have to respect it. I think it's not easy. I think obviously slotting one player in can be easier in some sense, where you just kind of shift them to a role and you still have that core of understanding. But it's clear that he's going to have misunderstandings in both when he wants to take timings, when he wants to, you know, be aggressive, and maybe there's a different dynamic where maybe Senzu would push forward a little bit in the side takes when controllers maybe steps back a little bit and plays more defensive positions in when they're taking sides. But and that dynamic can change a lot in your success. But you still have to respect them. I love the way they're playing Counter-Strike. I love the way that they have developed their own style, their own kind of identity. It's fun to watch. I hope they just take this and take it as a positive, like you say, because it's not easy to change people, have less weeks of preparation, kind of. You know how it is when you change a player. You have to repeat, you miss a few days, maybe a week, to go through all the maps and all the information that they need to know. And all of a sudden, you're 1 week behind in prep compared to other teams.
Rather, I know how it is when you change 2 players and you have 7 days to
yes.
And you are
and
so
how
close
easy?
to win.
How easy was that?
It was it was really tough. But it's all about how you greet the players, how you actually build the team. Because Counter-Strike, sometimes you get the good chemistry instantly, right? And when the click is happening, you're able to do a lot of small mistakes, but just based on good teamwork and chemistry, you're able to like overcome it. And I think that's what happened with MongolZ. Like they had this very tough situation with losing Senzu. And at some point when I was watching them with controllers, I was like, this guy is maybe better. Yeah. I was like, maybe not better individually overall, but like a better fit. Okay. Like in a way that maybe he allows them to play the Mara system better, right? And today it just showed that Senzu was giving them this maybe extra spark, you know, this
X factor.
This X factor, exactly, that the controllers couldn't really give. But also he was, I think, very unlucky in this game. And I mean, Vitality.
It's Vitality, yeah.
Also, like with Vitality, like teams like Vitality, Spirit, Falcons, like these teams with great names, like when you lose a round, like 1v4, 1v3, or like a force buy, things nasty very fast, because the big dogs are like seeing this, okay, there is blood, we are finishing you now. Yeah. And today when we are watching games, like these moments happened. And
I can think of one straight away. There was a moment where I think 9-10 goes to peak low of that AWP, and then controllers is thinking in his mind he's doing the right thing, you know, like get the AWP, they're on a low buy, don't let them to take it. He gets spammed through door, and then you just saw all of Vitality just charging him down, like ready to take the fight to him. And that's when they had that momentum, they had that feeling inside themselves that, okay, we can take this even in a round, which on paper, MongolZ should have been taking given the weaponry and what they had there.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it's a completely different pacing, and you miss 1 second, you're 1 second off, which often happens when you are playing with a new player per se, that you're gonna have these off-sync moments, and Vitality is just so good at punishing mistakes. It's ridiculous.
But it's also like things that we watch with these teams, like at least MongolZ against Vitality. You see, their players are taking a lot of timings, and I think that there are timings that are correct. And there are timings that are already done. Like you shouldn't go for a certain play because you hesitated 1 second. You hesitated half a second. And I think these guys still are very young and they are learning it. And this is also something that you go back after a tournament like that, game like that, and you're like, hey, you know what? This half a second that you actually hesitated, yeah, that wasn't good. Next time, go. Like, I really like to say to my guys when I was coaching, like, just if you feel it, go for it. Like, you need to think about it before. You cannot, if you have like 5-10 seconds of free time, like when you're holding an angle or something like that, think about your next move. Yeah. Like, don't hesitate when things happen towards you. Like, you need to be ready way before the things are happening and hitting you.
I mean, it's the same with CT sides. I'm assuming you're talking about T sides now, but
both CT and T side, like the moves.
CT side pre-planning, A and O for defending sides. Yeah. Make sure you already know what nades you want to put out, where do you want to put them out.
Especially if you're a solo, right? You need to know
Anchor
what's
needs
happening.
To know everything, and the rotation needs to know where the hell am I going to for
Exactly.
Like, and sometimes you even have that system, right, where you have like, okay, you have this type A hit, you have this type A hit, and this type A hit. And if I call it it's this, I want this flash, and if it's this, I want another flash. And you know, you build your system like that, but it's really hard to do that because it takes a lot of time to build that system to make sure that everyone is on the same page.
But also, what you are saying, this is extremely hard Counter-Strike.
Yes.
Like if you want to build your support system based on what is hitting you, like okay, if I say A, B, C, you do this flash, it makes you're not playing Counter-Strike now. You are playing like a very robotic way of a game, and I feel like some teams need this because players are not too creative and they are making mistakes. But also, if you have a player who's very creative, he's having a lot of ideas. If you tell him do A, B, C, you're killing him.
I agree on that, but mostly on T sides. I think defending in rotation, you have a few options that you can do, and I think that it can be really good to set those kind of systems. But on T side, I agree with you. I think it's better, for example, we can take Banana Inferno as an example as a T player, to push him to, you know, you give him the objective that you want him to take Banana in a certain timing. And however he wants to do it is fine, you know. If he wants to molly sandbags, that's completely fine. If he just wants to molly pool or use double molly and ask for a teammate to come and help him, that's also fine. It has to be from his kind of feeling, instinct in the game, what he reads and the opposition.
But I think also that we are in a current meta, like you talked about Inferno a little bit. You need to have this stuff, you need to have pre-planned. Because there's like sandbags, cross wall, also, you know, pull behind car. Like you need to know what is happening instant. One flash is not enough. Like in current meta. So there are spots that you need to go deeper, like you said. You need to have really good pre-plan what you want to do, where the nade is coming, and you know where to only spot. But also there need to be space for being creative, and you want these guys, these space takers, to be in this spot because they are going to communicate very well and they will plan everything very fast.
There's one thing I want to do just before we go and talk a little bit more about you, TaZ, and your plans as well. We've got to give the winner of the Corsair giveaway. It was a good username called VYTLS. Congratulations to you. No need anymore to spam Corsair in chat. You are the winner. Someone from StarLadder will contact you and you'll be able to grab that for yourself. So congratulations. There'll be a giveaway each and every time during the podcast. And that's TaZ. One beautiful thing about having you here is we get to see about, I know you're right now, you're doing some stuff for Zowie in the arena, right? You're playing on some CS against fans, or what are you doing? How's it working?
He's blogging as well, right?
Brother, I was beating some fans, you know?
Oh, good.
I was getting my ego up. It was really close, but I managed to win everything. No, I'm sorry. No, just kidding. No, I'm vlogging, man. I'm becoming content creator. I'm coming back to streaming. No, actually, we will see what will happen, you know? I'm waiting for, like, different kind of offers. I didn't want to make it too fast. I just want to have my time. There are some stuff on the table.
Nice.
But you know, I just want to take it slow.
Well, I'm very happy you have some offers on the table because you certainly deserve it. The question I have for you is, you know, at times, do you feel like the community was slamming on you way too much, like almost like unfairly? I know you can take it. You're a grown, you're a grown man. You always said, right, it didn't bother you, could deal with it. But do you feel like that kind of effect, you know, from the community, what was being said, could have potentially hurt your chances for the future? Because, like, the people who know really what's going on inside the team is the players, is the people who worked for G2, right? It's not about, like, just a clip you heard or how you were done dirty sometimes.
I mean, I think it's obvious. I think it's obvious that if you get a lot of scrutiny, and if it's coming from analyst desk, if it's coming from casters, or if it's coming from fans, I like to think that some of it is valid. So, like this critique, you need to be open for critique. Like it doesn't matter where it comes from. But also, this can change fully the narrative, what you are doing in a team, what kind of effort you are putting into the team, what knowledge are you sharing. So definitely this is a showstopper for many. And I think that also one thing I'm really proud of, or even two, like something stopped. Like I feel like there is a lot less showing of this comms from coaches.
Yeah,
a lot, at least the ones that are not really bringing anything really good.
Yep.
Like a lot of good things are shown. And the second thing, I'm very old and I forgot what I wanted to say.
But don't worry, I feel that.
No, actually, sorry, I remember now. The second thing is that actually there is like a lot of people are saying now that the mentality, vibes, like the chemistry is the most important.
Yes.
Like a lot of players are mentioning it. So I'm like, okay, I died for it. I'm happy.
But you were always, I mean, if I remember correctly, you studied psychology and...
I studied law.
Okay.
But like when I was very young, like and we had a PGS like 1.6 times, we didn't have coach, we didn't have mental coach, so we were coaching ourselves.
Yeah.
So if we had problems with the like mentality, we had to deal with it ourselves, and we had to be like our own coaches, right? So when I was younger, I was reading a lot of books that were like helping me in a way how to approach certain behaviors and how to deal with the pressure and stuff like that. So even from these old times, I was like getting my focus on it.
And I mean, it's good that you mentioned like mentality, boost, like just vibes and everything, because it is such a key element in Counter-Strike that I feel like it's hard to explain how important it actually is without it sounding ridiculous, comparably to tactics or, you know, other things. Like how do you see it like in the game with the team? How much impact does it actually have, like for people that maybe don't know? Because I'm big on that stuff as well. I think it's essential for you to have a good team. You need to have a good relationship with each other. You need to be able to work, you know, the issues out before they grow into problems. And if you're a happy Counter-Strike player, you deliver better stuff on the server.
I mean, guys, like look around. We are now in an amazing stage. Like in the stadiums. We are playing in stadiums. We are practicing in boot camps, like amazing hotels. Like players are getting paid insane amounts. The pressure is very big. There is a lot of social media, a lot of hate, mostly hate, right? Because this is popular. This is popular now.
Yep.
But the main thing we need to remember, like we started playing Counter-Strike for fun.
Yes.
We started playing this because it's so cool to run and headshot the guy with a deagle, with AK, and laugh with your friends on a server, to get the second guy in, with you, to play FaZe it, like, you know, to enjoy the game. And I think when money comes, when trophies are on the line, and expectations came up, you are losing a little bit of this fun as a player, maybe also as a coach, because there's also a lot of pressure on you. But I always believe that you need to enjoy your teammates, you need to enjoy your time, you need to enjoy that you are playing. Of course, there will be moments that you will come, you will have harsh conversations, you will have harsh words, right? But this comes very like later, because you need to find ways to talk with these guys. Like, remember, it's like 5 different people in the team. If you're a coach, you cannot talk one language.
Yeah.
You need to talk 5 languages.
Yep.
You need to talk with them, with every player individually. You need to understand him. And sometimes you need to talk with a guy, or sometimes you can see a guy and you know instantly, okay, I know how to talk with this person, right? Mm-hmm. So for me, the main thing that I would love to have from community and from players, just fucking love the game. Like, enjoy the game. Like, yes, trophies are here. Money is here. You have careers. But you have this because you love the game, you enjoyed the game. So I think this is the most important. And also community. Like, we playing FaZe sometimes, we are playing different, you know, pack games. There's so much hate, there's so much like fighting with everyone, right? And like, brother, like everyone's trying their best. Yeah. First game I played in Counter-Strike over 20 years ago, the guy in cafe said that I'm a total noob. He said, "Who the fuck is this guy?" Yeah. And I remember till this day, right? It was motivation for me, but it was fun. Everyone was laughing. Yeah. Let's laugh a little bit more. Yeah.
Take it on the chin, right? That's the thing of it all. So, you ideally would like to go back to coaching? Yeah. That's kind of the next step?
Yeah, I mean, I would love to go to coaching, but if not, I will become a content creator.
But you were streaming before anyway, right?
But I was
I think I even played with you a few days before you joined G2.
I'm pretty sure I was trolling you a little bit. I was chilling. I know that everyone who played with me hated it because I was playing for fun. I was just enjoying the game. I was like running out, and for me, like everyone was saying, "Oh, CS2 sucks." I was like, "This is so cool. This game is so cool." Like you run, and like when you played 1.6, you just remember this headshot sound, right? And when I played CS2. It's there. The sound is there. The feeling is close.
By the way, I'm so happy you're saying this because I got so much shit online because I said CS2
you got shit online? No.
But you know what I mean? Like, I didn't play much CSGO. So I was like, love 1.6. That was my jam. I was always just grinding it. I played it until there was no chance of me playing anymore. And then CSGO came out, I was like, oh, it's okay, whatever, just play, yeah, just for fun, never took it seriously. CS2 came out and I went, okay, I can kind of cook with this. It just gave me that same feeling, that same vibe. See, yeah, so I can relate to that. I can definitely relate to that. And I also think that right now, when you look at the game and the state it's in, like, we're still progressing. We're still seeing improvements happen. Like, I can't see the negativity, like, under every post that CS2 does on Twitter. Fix your game, it's so bad, like, how do you guys do it? And I'm like, guys are still playable, the players are still playing, we're still getting crazy moments, I'm still seeing insane kills. Like, okay, some things are maybe not optimal, but they've always been able to get there in the end. We always have, in every version.
You know what's crazy for me? Always, like, I mean, I've been there. Like, there, you know, before 1.6, there was like a 0.7 beta, you know? Yep. There was 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, you had bunny hops, then you have condition 0. I had to play a tournament condition 0.
Was that
I lost
WCG?
in group. Yes, man.
Bro, that was so funny.
I lost to Chris J. I think I lost to Chris J. I think I lost to Chris J. I love you, brother, but condition 0 was bad. Even worse than CS2.
You qualified in 1.6, right? I remember. And then you had to play in
and
CG.
Then also there was like Counter-Strike Source, WCG. We had to play it. We lost to the winners. Like 3D Max.
Yeah.
Not 3D Max. 3D, the old team, 3D.
Oh, Team 3D, Americans. Yeah.
They were insane, actually. They were playing with like top teams from Source in USA.
Yeah.
They were smart. They were smart.
They had the good practice.
So for me, when I see like CSGO, then I see CS2. For me, it's nothing new.
Yeah, we've been through this.
Like, brother, like now, the Valve is actually trying to fix it. They're constantly updating. Yeah, they're not giving us updates that we would love to, right? But they gave us CS2. Yeah. So they're like, okay, guys, we are continuing the support that we did from CSGO. When 1.6 was finishing, like, I was thinking about going League of Legends. I was thinking I would become pro League of Legends player, right?
I did that interview with Neo.
I was playing like crazy, man. I had offers, right? And then I was like, but Legacy would be done. And I think that what the Valve will do is they will do what they did to Dota. So they will do micropayments inside the game. And this will revive CS. And what they did exactly that. And now they gave us CS2. And now they're working on it. So certainly you see people who are actually committed to growth of CS2. They're even helping us with, yes, VRS. It's not perfect, right? But they're helping. They're staying involved.
Yeah.
And I think this is great. And I think this is something we need to appreciate because it's so easy to find something which is shit. It's so easy, man. Man, you look at me, it's so easy to say I'm not looking good, you know, that I'm bald and stuff like that, right? But you're not looking at my eyes, and they're beautiful.
I'm full of
life. My wife says it.
I think your eyes are beautiful and you're still full of life, man.
And for me, this is what we need to focus on the game. Like, guys, we have CS2, we are in stadiums, we are playing insane. Like, you saw this Ace from Zway.
Yeah.
Monacy moments. Like, so many beautiful things.
That's what, like, for me, if the game was so trash as people said, we wouldn't see these crazy things happen. Yes. Like, it would be all these, like, killed behind the wall kind of moment. I know
we definitely wouldn't have 20,000 people in an arena screaming their lungs out.
Yeah.
And then there's another thing we have to look at, right, is that we are so lucky, and I think people may not understand if they're so in on Counter-Strike, that if you compare us to other games, right, and I don't need to name any of the other games, but there are other esports games who don't get the same support, who don't get the same freedom, who are locked into only doing certain systems. And I'm not just talking about another FPS game. I've seen other esports titles where, like, you are so pigeonholed that there's no freedom to have this. There's no freedom to have an ecosystem that can thrive like this and be working where, like, me or you can just make a tournament, yeah? And if we come up with the right things, you can do a VRS. You know, see, like, that's the beauty of our game from the beginning.
Yes, and that's what's great about VRS, is that it's revived the kind of local LAN scene and people going to LAN. It's no longer, you know, all of a sudden you play CCT tournaments and you go all the way up to a top-tier team and people are asking, can it handle it on LAN? It was never proven until it got there. And that's crazy, right?
The Fnatic story?
Yeah.
They qualify for the major last event.
Yeah, exactly. You know,
you will not get it.
Yeah.
The beautiful storylines of it all. But I want to come and bring a bit more focus back onto you.
Yeah,
TaZ,
sorry.
No, that's good. This is good tangents. This is the part of a podcast you're supposed to have in there. But to come back with some focus on you. So ideally, with the offers you had, right? You don't need to name anyone of what the offers are, but is there somewhere you're leaning towards where you think, like, okay, there is actually an offer on the table I would like right now and I could do?
I think for me it's like a matter of do I want to start from scratch or do I want to, you know, go into more demanding situation, right? And I think that I'm open for both, but I think the smartest thing is to just wait a little bit and just.
I mean, usually you probably want to wait until the major ends when people start making moves and things happen a little bit more in the transfer market, so to speak.
I mean, I'm a freshman, you know. I kinda like this is my first time that I'm a coach that don't have a team.
Yeah.
I didn't have a team. I don't have a team for like 6 months or something like that. So it's a little bit weird. And waking up and then going through all the games, just getting your knowledge to the point where you feel comfortable when the call comes up, and like you wake up every day and then you're like, is it worth it, right? Should I do it? But then again, that I'm crazy about it. Like I'm a competitor, so for me, like keeping up with the scene is very important, especially after G2. Where I was like a bit off guard, I got in a situation that I wasn't expecting.
Yep.
So now, never again.
I remember like when we spoke about it at that time, right? Obviously, there was a bit of unfair criticism at times in terms of you kind of got rebuild into at one point Nico was going to go, into Nico was staying. It's like, how much do they expect someone to be able to do? Because I don't know. Even the best people can't make good vibes out of that up and down situation.
Hey, I think we did it. I think we did it. I mean,
in the end, yeah. But I mean, like that must have been so hard. Like that's not making your job any easier.
I mean, it depends how you treat it. I treat it as an opportunity, and I treat it as like working with really talented players and people around me. So for me, I try to not put the expectations. I try to build. The place that we are all happy and enjoying the spot we are in, right? Obviously it's tough, but the guys were really good, like really friendly. There were no fights. Like it's all about the small things in a team that you need to tweak sometimes, and it's not about that people are fighting like in 1.6 times, that you're actually this close to hit each other, or maybe sometimes hit each other. Cheers, Lord. And yeah.
Do you have any from this G2 time, do you have any favorite moment and maybe even most annoying moment coming in as a coach where like it was difficult to handle or you didn't expect it to be like this?
I mean, obviously I think the most difficult moment is when people like for example, Rasmus didn't want me as a coach. He wanted a different coach,
yes.
right? So it's very tough to go in and knowing that you're starting from the minus.
Yeah.
You're not starting from like, okay, no expectations, let's see what's happening. You're starting from I wanted a different guy, right? But for me, it's in the end, you need to understand like who's making the moves, who's making the decisions. It's the same with G2, right? It's the management that making a decision, and they decided to change the coach. They decided, okay, they want so, they don't want me to build the project with them, and I need to respect it. It's like trying to find negativity in it is very easy, but why would you do it? It's like you lose energy, people are losing energy, so it is not natural life. I love the challenge like in front of me. I love the challenge in G2. I'll always be thankful for the opportunity. So I think that's how you need to approach. But the most favorite moment, man, there were many. I think that actually this is kind of stupid or small, but I really love the moments. Like I'm just going there, like this is our first event or like, I don't know, boot camp. And Ilya is like randomly dropping like orange juice, like fresh orange juice near me, right? I'm sitting there like, what is this, Ilya? It's for you. I'm like, I didn't ask for anything. Yeah, I know, but it's for you. I ordered 2. I'm like, hey, thank you, man.
Is this like when you bring an apple to a teacher?
Maybe. I mean, maybe, but bro, it worked for me, man. I was trying harder. No, but really, like these small things, right? This is what builds.
Yeah.
This is what builds the team, right? And also, it's easy to say, nah, thank you, I don't want it.
Yeah.
Man, even if I would hate, even if I had like problems with my skin or something, if I drink it, I would drink it. Like because there's a good deed done, and you want to also respect it in a way. And these small things like G2, like the guys inside were insane about, like with it, like going to food with Nico, amazing.
Korean barbecue times, I remember the photos from that.
Yes. This guy can eat.
He trains hard in the gym, so that makes trains hard in CS and.
But he's small, man, but still can eat.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Wow.
All right, one more winner I have to announce as well. There was more than just one in this one. The next winner is Zlicky0. Whoever Zlicky0 is in chat, you've won yourself another one of the Corsair goodies in it. Now, TaZ, can we keep you to talk a little bit about the next games for tomorrow's game?
I'm all yours.
Oh, don't do that. I might never let you go.
I mean, I might have to sleep over in your hotel then.
That's fine. You're gonna have to sleep with my wife and my dog at the same time.
I think I will.
It'll be like,
yeah.
It'll be you, me, my wife, and the dog.
Okay.
In that
I can sleep on the floor. Okay. Hey, I don't want to have any problems. You know, my wife is watching.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yep. No. None of that. None of that. We're just gonna leave him to sleep on the floor. It'll be fine. But we'll keep him till the very end. He'll be here in the arena anyway the whole time. So tomorrow's matchup's in there. I want to get your thoughts just first of all on the MOUZ versus FaZe game, because FaZe had some magic, but I mean, how much more magic could you imagine in your eyes? Do you think they're going to be able to pull off? We know they've done it many times before. They did it to you in Shanghai as well.
I think that what is very interesting about FaZe is that the first stage of the tournament, you didn't really see Jacob that much. You didn't see Brocky that much. And you could see, like in the last stage, you could see Brocky waking up a little bit. You could see Jacob being the best player in FaZe at the moment. And now imagine that all of them play at this level when the playoff comes.
Then it's scary.
They can win. They can win if they play. If every player plays, if they connect all the stages, and they build this mega robot, they have a shot at winning. But what is scary for me is that MOUZ sports have the same look in my eyes like Sprit had in Hong Kong. I kind of feel that MOUZ came here and they are playing a little bit better. Yeah. They are more. They look better, like better team play. The ideas are there, and they're also having a home crowd behind them. Yeah. So definitely this is the X factor in my opinion, and this might push them.
Yeah, definitely is a chance for it.
I mean, MOUZ clearly the favorites. I think it's more of an unknown for FaZe because, I mean, as you mentioned, like stage 1, everything was off sync. They had bad spacing. They couldn't get into sites properly, and then they just grew every single game. They got better and better. More people stepped up, as you mentioned. Jacob was amazing, and if you have the stability of Twists and Frozen, who even in a bad game will give you a good game. You know, like a bad game for them. Insane. Yeah, like even a bad game for them will be a good game for most players in this world. So having that, and if you get, like you say, if you get Brokey waking up playing the AWP like we've seen him in the last couple of games, he was incredible. Jacob on top of that, you have a really scary team, like insanely scary team, because they are. For me, they've always been like masters of breaking structure in a sense. Like they're really good at anticipating what structure based on one guy there is, and kind of rebuilding that minimap in their head to find the right calls. And that's scary to play against.
I mean, in my opinion, actually, yeah, it's my opinion. Like I actually feel that Jacob will be the most important part in this game, because what MOUZ sports is good at is that they are very good at like doing pressure around the map and making small moves to punish you. And if you are playing anchor spots, you need to always be on your toes. You always need to be ready. You cannot really drop the ball at any point, because if you drop the ball one time, then the punishment comes, because now your teammates are a little bit scared. Can you actually hold it, right? Down. Okay, I need to over-rotate. And then a team like MOUZ sports, they are going to use it. They will put more pressure on this spot. They will go different spots. This is, for me, the most important part.
I also like that MOUZ have overpass as a map that they're really, really solid on. There's not a lot of teams, even in this playoff, that you can look at that you say they are great at overpass. And MOUZ is one of those teams. And I think that's an advantage to have in a best-of-3 scenario if they're not the auto veto for a team.
I'm a little bit scared for T-side when it comes to MOUZ sports. I felt like it was a little bit not to their standard. And on the other side, you have FaZe on CT, and FaZe on CT can do really good damage.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts just on Jacob, like coming into FaZe, how it's been for him so far? You know, because like he got this opportunity, he had to obviously change a lot to fit into it, but he's definitely grown with time and sadly, because he's on FaZe, people are not trying to give him that time again.
I feel like it's a case very similar to Kyosuke in a way that there are expectations because you're joining a big team. Yeah. Definitely not as a hype name as Kyosuke was or is. But definitely there is like pressure on him, and people expect you need to work now. You need to be the best now. Okay, we don't care that you changed up your spots, that you are not playing the spots that you played in Apogi. We don't care that they were testing certain ways of how to use you. No, you need to play good now. Yeah. And I feel like what I love from Carrigan, from Neo, what they did, they actually enabled Jacob in the last stage, because you could clearly see that he is going for more fights. Yep. He's the guy who's like spearhead the attack. And back in like previously, you could see him like lurking, waiting. And now, this is a much better fit.
To being used in the right way.
I mean, him and Frozen probably have equal amounts of entries on that FaZe squad. That's dangerous to have two guys that can open up the map.
Yeah, so that's a good look.
So who would you say you're predicting to win this one? Give us your prediction, TaZ, while we got you.
Man, I will go with my PCAM, you know. I did my PCAM, so I need to go with it. I'm sorry. I feel like Mousesports will have an edge just because they can work the map so good. And also depends on what maps will be picked tomorrow. But yeah, I would give the edge to MOUZ. But I hope for FaZe.
There you go. Everyone's hoping for FaZe in some way to see if they can pull off one crazy run. And the other game, the last game we will have, is FURIA taking on NAVI. This FURIA move, this has just been more crazy, more eye-opening. Fallen looking to lift a major trophy after 9 years, if possible, if he can go all the way, but doing it while speaking English with a young Kazakh player and your kinder with him.
I mean, you saw the video that was made, how they're communicating, right?
Yeah.
This fun video. So, yeah, they got better at it, huh? But what I love about Fallen and what he did with FURIA is that he actually used the system that he used previously when he had Fair, when he had called Zera. And it's just now he has the right players. Like what he said in his interview after the winning last event. I just feel like now Yekindar, even... Like I'm pretty sure that if we would compare Yekindar playing now to like Yekindar playing in different teams, he's not doing a lot of different moves. But now having players and system around him, even when he oversteps, even when he makes a mistake, like MongolZ shows up, Xerato will show up. Yuri is playing insane. Yuri is the X factor currently for FURIA also. Like he's having insane games, insane rounds in the game. So I think that the system and the trust they have in Fallen is the key to their success. And if they don't get over complacent, I think they have the best shot at winning.
Yeah, I can only agree. I love what they're doing. I think there's so many small things they do right, where other teams maybe in a disadvantage situations, especially when they're 3 versus 4 or something on the T side, they always find a way to force rotations and make advantage entries to the site. I feel like some teams would just kind of, we have to be as quiet as possible on the map and just creep up as long as possible. They don't do that. They use utility, they make moves even when it feels like they shouldn't be in some case, you know?
It feels like we see, like, why are we doing it? Nobody's there.
Yeah, but they do it and it creates movement on the map, even when they are left in a disadvantage. And that is the part I love about FURIA, is that they constantly, even in these moments, make something happen on the server. Even if it's just a small thing. It can be the right flash and Molo combo that will make them think that they're moving towards the other side. And it's small details, but it gives so much.
For me, what is very impressive about FURIA and what's actually giving them the biggest edge is that they are very aware of what is going to hit them, and they are very patient. They are not speeding up things. Like they can do the old Navi way, they can go at the red clock at you, but they also can do something fast and like kind of heroic way, like when Kadian was leading them, right? To surprise you. So they are very good at switching tempo, but they are always aware. Like they're always aware if the lurk can come, if someone can try to push and creep behind them. Like very rarely you will see that they will drop like more than one guy.
And the opposite side, NAVI, who at least have started to look like they can fight a bit better against the top teams, but they are still showing struggles in it. Wonderful was a great surprise to be actually coming back to form, coming to the level we saw him of when, this is even before he joined Sprit, like this is the Wonderful we saw that was promising, and now he's actually found his way within this NAVI system. Obviously, they got dominated by FURIA last time.
13-2.
13-2. It was not comfortable, but it was a best of one. And maybe there's something in this because if you go back to Thunderpick, they had a 2-0 start in that best of 5 final against Fallen and FURIA, and then it slipped away from them. So there is possibilities in there.
Yeah, I think there's possibilities, but it's still hard to make a case for NAVI to win against a FURIA this good. I think, you know, anything can happen in Counter-Strike, especially when you're on a big stage like this. I think the one thing that I will say about NAVI, that the prep work has been incredibly good. It seems like they know the team they are playing against, what they will do, how they, like all the anti-ecos, pistols, rotations in the mid rounds, that they always picking the right site and even stacking in the right site when they're playing, so that especially against Vitality. And I think that is something that can give them an edge, a good start that they can momentum by. But if you just look at the raw kind of game plan or game style versus game style, I favor FURIA.
I mean, also they had a lot of time now. Yep. To look at FURIA, get ready, make their game plan.
Perfect for play.
And I think this is the most scary part. Navi. Navi kind of hits me as a team that if you give them time to prepare, that's when they are the strongest. If you don't give them time, or maybe you pick them up that they are not comfortable, this is much better for you, right? Yeah. So definitely, I feel this is an advantage for Navi. But when it comes to Navi, like I kind of feel like Ima is like the X factor for them. Like MongolZ is still a little bit unknown for me, like how much he can do, like what kind of potential, but you can hear that he's bringing a lot of good things into the team. So I think that from this sort, and also they're like half a year now together in this lineup. Last time this happened, tragic situation happened.
Yeah, you were part of that, huh?
Well,
memories.
Yes, but yeah, I feel like I will give it to FURIA. I mean, I have them to winning major in my pick'em. I feel like they are playing insane, but players like MongolZ, he's very young.
Yeah,
he's very young.
He seems to love the stage.
And you are winning, and you are winning a lot of events lately, right? So Papa Fallen, keep him humble.
Keep him humble, but let him go for these crazy aggressive picks with it all as well. Keep fighting, because he never seems to back down, man. He loves to re-peek straight up into it. But he's doing
and
very
it works.
Well. Yeah.
When I try it, I don't know.
I mean, same.
It's game.
Little bit of difference there between you and MongolZ, right? All right. Well, TaZ, thank you very much for joining us.
Hey, thank you for inviting me, man.
No, it was really good to have you on. I wanted to just ask you, is there anywhere the fans can come see you during this if they're in the arena? You got your camera there. And any last words you want to say to any Counter-Strike fans, everyone watching at home, Polish fans, however you want to do it, man?
I mean, the most important thing is, guys, let's stop hating. Let's love the game, enjoy the game, and like MJ said one time, just play for love of the game. That's it.
Beautiful words, a beautiful way to end it all. This has been the All About Counter-Strike, episode 40, part of the StarLadder Major. It has been a lot of fun doing it. There'll be one every single day when the broadcast ends. Make sure you don't miss it. We've got plenty of other guests lined up to talk Counter-Strike, to enjoy all the moments, and also some of the teams will be coming at the same time. Thank you for watching. We'll see you tomorrow. It's the rest of the quarterfinals. You won't want to miss it. Be there.